Welcome to Male Reality Lessons, where topics are reviewed and discussed as iron sharpens iron. Greetings. Before we step into today's video, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Male Reality Lessons. We're a new channel and we're trying to grow. Today's episode is going to focus on modern dating in the pursuit of marriage. And we're going to look at some of the information that was delivered by the late great Kevin Samuels, as well as some of his detractors that have all of a sudden had a moment of clarity.
Okay, so Kevin, so are you saying in your perspective that it's over for me? Then I don't have.
No, it's not. No, what I'm saying is your price is too high.
How is my price too high?
Okay. Well. First of all, you asked me, and I'm going. You're 41 and unmarried.
Right.
You're freezing
By choice. By choice.
Yeah, that's no.
Well, no, I can say that I was once engaged when I was in college.
Okay. You no.
I just got.
See, this is what I mean. The engagement queens. You can't make this shit up.
No, I'm not. Listen, wait, Kevin.
Don't overtalk me. No. I said if we could start giving black women credit for engagements. You act like that shit matters. I'm not married, but I'm not by choice. Unless you're turning away proposals of men of value and esteem, it doesn't matter. Y'all talk about like y'all are unmarried when ain't nobody that you want to marry trying to marry you.
Kevin, can I speak to that?
No, because I haven't got to my point. Because I haven't got to my point. You asked me why is it over for me? That's what you asked.
But I want us to say one thing, okay?
Let me get to my point, dude.
Okay.
I didn't even. This is why it's over for a lot of sisters too. Look, you can be right all you want to. Men control access to marriage. And one of the major reasons that older women are getting passed over for younger women is you're too masculine, you're too bossy, you're too opinionated. That works well in the corporate world when you're making other people successful and rich and fine, but it does not work well when you're trying to connect with a man. Why is it over for many women your age? One, because your income has risen. And females have evolved. Evolutionary biology says women want men to have at least what they have. The older you get, the more money you make, the more education you have, the more resources you get, thereby inflating your estimation of yourself. But that estimation is not your sexual marketplace value. It is going down.
Let's just keep on coming.
This is not for everybody. But I'm saying to the women who tend to be nasty, mean-spirited, right? Literally, constantly got an ego, projection, high standards, demanding, picky, never happy, constantly high maintenance. Everything's a problem. I saw it in my matchmaking, and I looked at these women and I got a totally different perspective. And that's not just black women. There are many women, white, black, Latina, who struggle to be married, might have been married once, but listen, as they've gotten older and it gets worse and worse and worse, the attitudes get worse and worse, the entitlement, the hyper independence, everybody else is the issues, never looking at self. And this is what I want to be clear about. There's no personal accountability. There's no awareness. There's no work. They're not doing healing work. Because why would they want to do healing work? Why would I want to go to therapy? I'm not the problem. It's these men. These men suck, Rebecca. All these men suck. And the statistics, and they swallow up all the videos that talk about the difficulties in dating and the statistics And they apply it to them as the excuse and the scapegoat for why nobody wants them, or why they can't be married with a good man. Why is it not working for you? No, sis, that's not it. You're still just one person. And there's plenty of good people in the world, good men in the world, that would be able to be married to you if you didn't have an attitude problem, if you didn't have PTSD, if you weren't walking around so prideful and projecting all this ego and acting as if you're the shit and nobody can even come close, that you're just lucky to even be dating me. You're lucky to even be around me. Oh, because you know I'm the ish. And then all of the work that goes into the posturing. So degrees and titles and cars and houses and money. I had 2 clients, a doctor and a lawyer, back when I was matchmaking. Couldn't beg, borrow, or steal a man.
Reality that needs to be said out loud is that as Black men age, their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding. And the exact opposite is true for Black women. As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades, the reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year. And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger Black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after, if that's what they choose. So here's my advice. If you are a young Black woman in college and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD.
Another problem that Black women have, and I know I'm going to upset some of my sisters when I say this, but I'm going to keep it real. Because when you read the For Sisters Only book, I'm going to keep it real. Stop hoeing around all through your 20s. Stop hoeing around all through your 30s. You give your 20s to the street Negroes. You give your 30s to the pretty boys. They use you up, dog you out. Now you're in your 40s and nobody's jumping to marry your ass. And so now you're saying it ain't no good Black men. No. There's plenty of good Black men. The problem is you gave your best years to men who didn't deserve it. The problem is you gave your best years to men who didn't deserve it. And now you see your biological clock is ticking and your beauty clock. See, you got a biological clock, how long you can have those babies, and you got a beauty clock, how long you gonna be looking good. A biological clock, how long you gonna have them babies, and a beauty clock, how long you gonna be looking good. And guess what? When you hit those 40s, don't get me wrong, Black don't crack, but everybody declines.
Category of women that are on my show, the women like myself, I like to call us the boss chicks. We got our own money.
We do not
We can
care.
pay for every single thing ourselves. So we just want a man that's our equal or higher, right? That is the goal. Well, here is the difference. The man that is our equal or higher has a lot of options, right? And he just wants something that's going to fit within his life. Can you fit within my life? Because I don't mind paying all the bills because I got the money to pay all the bills, period. This man just wants a woman that's going to fit within his life. Are you available? Do you bring him peace of mind? Do you want to cook for him? Can you bear his children? Whatever is important to him, that's what he's going to be seeking. And the unfortunate reality, ladies, is he has a lot more options to choose from because there's a lot of women that want to be married and settle down and be in a relationship.
So I found it quite fitting to end the video with Kendra G because she was the one that always had the most to say about Mr. Samuels. And ironically, if you heard in her last statement where she says to the ladies, it's unfortunate that the man has options. Now, how ironic is that? So it's unfortunate to the women when a man has options. Sad. after he's took all this time to build himself up into the very man that most of these women want. How ironic. But I want to hear from you in the comments section. How do you feel about this subject matter? It seems like everyone has now changed their tune. And unfortunately, are we too far gone as a community to even course correct? Because unfortunately today, modern women, when they didn't want to hear from the men, do we even think they're going to listen to the women that have always been in the corner cheerleading? Only time will tell. And the time is running out. As always, please take time to subscribe to Male Reality Lessons. Thank you for watching and have a good day.